Broad Show.
What?
You want to intro this reel to reel because it's your pick?
Hold on. I'm not there. Hold on.
I know. Just let Broad Show kind of like play it up. You know, let him go.
Let the boy cook.
What was the last movie we watched?
Was it AI?
No,
it was Being There, right?
Yeah, Being There.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. So much Jaws.
No.
I understand.
I understand. I want to hear his review of the Jaws movies.
I understand.
Well, the garden looks wet.
In the garden.
You wouldn't want something like that to come through the garden and tear up roots.
If the roots are strong, all will be great in spring.
In amity.
In amity. My roots.
Yeah. If all the possessions are the mayor's, then all will be well.
Yeah. All right, Bradshaw, you ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead whenever you're ready.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reel to Reel. It's your boys, the Fargonauts. We're here. We're going to enter Bracho Slumberland here.
No.
It's your pick.
It's worse if you pick.
It's my pick. The last one in our line of connective tissue shenanigans that we've been doing was Being There, right?
Yes.
And watching that with a silly dumb guy kind of failing upwards, it reminded me of another silly movie. It's a comedy. It is starring a boy named Steve Martin.
Oh no! Don't tell me.
What? Don't tell you what.
Continue. That was more like thinking out loud.
Okay. It's a Steve Martin movie. It's a comedy. It's one I hadn't heard of / seen until, well, I guess it's not that, about probably early mid 2000s, maybe like 2005.
Sure.
4 or 5.
Cheaper by the dozen. Yeah.
When I first saw it, it is a movie called The Jerk.
Ah.
Have you seen this, Wilson?
I have not.
Tyler, I assume you've seen this?
I have multiple times on like AMC channels and things like that.
It's a great movie. It's probably got one of the most ridiculous opening lines of any movie.
It's very true. I forgot that until you just said it. And yes, it's one of the best intro lines to any movie.
Yep. And
said by Steve Martin. Yes.
Said by Steve Martin. It's just it's silly, it's goofy, it's kind of dumb, and it's a lot of fun.
It does remind me a lot. Once you sent it, I was like, okay, yeah, I can see the connecting thread was dumb guy failing upwards is basically the premise of The Jerk. And it's fantastic.
And Being There, yeah, exactly. It may not be as artsy or artfully done as Being There was, but it's he's definitely there.
Our discussion was like it evolved into, hey, maybe Chance is God.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll have that discussion for this.
Oh no, dude, there's no confusing if this man is God or not.
On water.
Yeah, he walks on water. No. He does. Okay, there are things that happen to him that are like miracles, I guess, like things like weird things that happen to him, but he's just maybe coincidental. I don't know.
Yeah.
Awesome, Bradshaw. Thank you for the intro, and let's watch this freaking movie.
Let's watch it. Let's watch the freaking movie, dude. Universal.
Let's turn our eyes and our ears into movie watching and listening.
Yeah.
Let me know if you guys can hear it, okay?
I can't hear shit right now.
Now I can.
Yeah, now I hear a very loud music.
How's that?
Good.
A slight improvement. Could be better. Oh, I love his mustache.
Listen.
Oh, sad homo.
Oh, maybe it's not the first line. It's good.
Can you turn it up a little bit more?
Sure.
That's perfect right there. Thank you.
Here we go. It's the line I'm thinking of.
He's just so offbeat too. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no. He was born a poor black kid. He's grown Steve Martin.
clapping off too.
Van Ronkel.
I used to have
Torah.
when I was a kid, I had a tape with this song on it, and I never really heard that song after that. You know, that tape like went out of circulation in my life.
Yeah.
And like researching it, I'm like, why? Why did I have? Why was that like a children's song on a tape?
That's why, like, knowing Steve Martin is a musician, once you like, when you're like musician, like you play a lot and like so you know rhythm and stuff like that, it's really hard to do stuff off rhythm purposefully. You really have to fucking try, and it's hard.
Happy birthday, Navin. It's like the whitest meal ever.
Yeah, and she cooked it. She's like, I cooked this for you. Here, take it.
I had a flag the whole time. He looks exactly like the character that I don't remember the name of from Dazed and Confused, who wears the overalls and he's got the same middle part in his hair and shit.
Oh yeah. Pinkman's friend.
Yeah. My brain did the thing that it usually does, where somebody says something and my immediate reaction is something that my brain is interpreting incorrectly.
Yeah.
You said Steve Martin.
Yeah.
And my mind thought Martin Short.
Martin Short.
Oh wow.
Immediately I was going to be like, don't tell me that he picked the movie Clifford with Martin.
Oh.
Kind of an underrated movie. It's kind of a bizarre.
Say this color.
No, Mama, stop it.
He keeps snapping off too. Just having fits.
Oh, no, acrobat. Williard Willem. The after gospel Twinkie.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, dude. Filled yourself with the Lord, now you got to fill yourself with some cream.
With some twink.
Yeah, it's just like really not complicated music. He's like, yeah, I get this.
Yeah.
It seems like it's very like white, kind of like,
Yes.
like, well, not necessarily white, but just like
Big band.
very different from the blues kind of,
Yeah,
bluesy gospel kind of stuff that they were singing.
it's very straightforward.
Yeah.
He's just going crazy now.
But this is the kind of thing that I would imagine, fancy white people in their suits and dresses listen to in their club or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Made by black
Like you're
people.
listening to it like a fucking lounge or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just like elevator music.
Yep.
Just let him go. Whatever. He's so into it too.
He likes to sing it.
I don't know the difference between shit and shinola.
Just walks right into it.
Yeah.
Don't try to be the first woman to fly over the Atlantic.
I just love how they love him so much too. Like so supportive of him.
Roger,
There's a good ass boy on that porch there.
Yeah, it is. I think there's more than one good ass boy around there. Yeah, there's at least two.
Yeah, a couple of them.
Roger, did you watch Barry?
Nope. I intend to, but I just haven't.
Well, an actor I very much enjoyed from that show was cast as Metamorpho in the new Superman movie.
Yeah, he played Mr. Zaz on Gotham.
He did, yeah.
Anthony Kerrigan.
Yeah,
he's wonderful. That movie is
That's
shaping
great
up to be
casting.
like very different than what I was expecting.
Right.
He I sent Bradshaw after he posted that on Facebook. I sent Bradshaw he was a character in Bill and Ted's New Adventure movie.
Yeah.
He was Dennis Caleb McCoy, a robot that came back from the future to kill Bill and Ted. And then he gained sentience, and he's like, "My name is Dennis Caleb McCoy. I'm sorry, I lasered out all you." Like they just do not care about Dennis like becoming to like sentience. They're like, "Wow, thank you, Dennis!" Like shutting him up right away.
Right.
Thank you, Dennis.
NoHo Hank is so good.
Oh, NoHo is amazing. He gets idioms wrong, kind of like he says idioms.
Yeah, he's a wonderful comedic character, but as is the thing with that show, the dramatic depth as well is really good.
Yeah, he's in the later seasons he was like really like evil, but still kind of quirky and weird.
I hope that he's able to be cast more on his skills and less just on his looks.
Sure. It's a good boy. Wake up.
Good boy.
I hear good boy. I hear good boy.
Hey, wake up. There's a whitey out here. Yeah.
I've heard about dogs like you.
He goes arf arf arf.
Dog's just like, the fuck you doing, dude?
Throws a dog in the front.
Dog just runs off. What?
There's a guy peeing in the dark.
Yeah, what was up with that?
I don't know.
Eh. What do you want from me? Eh. Whose toes are those?
Yes, I would. Oh, what a good boy.
Nice. Oh. Just purses upon purses.
Whatever you say, bud.
He runs away at the same time. Those aren't even white walls.
Oh.
The smug walk now.
Got him good.
I got him this time.
Got him with the old oven mitt trick.
He could have said anything other than an oven mitt, and they might have stuck around. What a bad omen.
You ever wanted the horsepower to pull God and his holy dominion? Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Uh-huh. Well, he was in some movie within the last like 5 years, or he was in something that I was like, "Whoa,
Oh,
this dude!"
he's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I know he's in a lot of things, but it was like very, very recent. I was like, "Whoa, he's still around and kicking," and they got
Oh
him.
yeah,
I know, right?
yeah, he's super old now.
Good for him, though. I mean,
Right.
geez. This- Oh no!
Oh my gosh, Bradshaw. Inadvertent 2001 reference again. What's that? Like,
Oh.
slippage. I love that word.
No, it was my nickname in high school.
This keeps happening. I'm gonna find another player.
Well, you may just want to like let it buffer for 2-3 minutes.
I think I saw it on Amazon.
Half free. Seems to be working now. Milk face.
That's true.
I just am at least a little bit weirded out that he's calling him Milk Face. Suck my toes. Yo, people pay good money for that, sir.
Oh man.
What is he gonna do driving it on rims?
Shithead, come on. Go pup, go pup. That's a fast boy.
Yeah. Good Lord. Double Uzis? Slow, 10 miles per hour. What?
I have to follow rules.
Yeah, this person who's willing to murder just a random person in the phone book is like, oh no. Another bow timing.
All right, real quick, I'll switch it over. Give me 1 second.
3115. 3115.
Yeah, it is on Amazon, so that's easy enough to switch over here. Go live. Fully screen it.
Mew, mew, mew.
What the hell? Sometimes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Oh, and it's a lady. That's even better.
Let's see.
She drives a motorcycle. That's a cool lady.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Take my fucking helmet.
It'd be great if she, like, fell off, pushed the guy, and then turned around and pulled like a Jaws 2 and grabbed a gas can and just poured it over on her own head and set herself on fire. Yeah, I'm badass. I always throw my helmet.
Be the best if he just didn't catch it.
Turn around.
I want him just to fall off. Smack his
You
head.
wear him out.
Throw it.
Not onto your nice CRT.
But
Let me see the weight of ham. You sell by the pound, yes?
my special purpose. Oh God.
Oh, no.
Granny's like, okay. Tosh.
Sexual harassment.
Yeah, but if two people do it, then it's a prank.
Johnson.
That's kind of cute. Toot toot.
That'd be such a fun job.
bullshit.
Oh no. Bullshit. This amusement park is fucking bullshit.
Yay, sped up footage.
That's fun though.
Yeah. It's a runaway train.
Did you know that Quint's hat has pockets on it?
No. Well, like a pocket with flaps, or just like a pocket like slit?
So the part that's right above the bill on the very front of the cap itself that goes over your skull,
Mm-hmm.
on the
You talk about the like where the like logo or whatever shit is on hats.
typically, yeah, like on a trucker hat where that would be.
Yeah,
On like the
Yeah, he's got-
outside. Two little
Yeah.
pockets right there on that front part.
Huh.
I never knew that until I fucking, wore the thing.
Interesting.
I guess it would probably be helpful for like fishermen and people who
Yeah.
need to carry a lot of those little accoutrements. You can put your hooks or whatever you need in there. Or I guess if you're Quint, like your crackers or something.
Crackers, yeah.
Cracker
pocket.
I mean, I think that seems like a better spot than your outer jacket breast pocket.
Right. So many things come into contact with that too. You can break or fuck up whatever's in there.
Yeah, you give one hug, you got powder instead of crackers.
Yeah,
Keep them in your
exactly.
hat. You stay safe. If you put crackers in one pocket and jelly in the other, you can take off your hat and have a nice little snack right there for you.
Oh hell yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This kid, it's just, Mom, this is bullshit. You picking up strange, tiny train men in front of me is bullshit. Why do you ever only date the dudes who drive tiny trains, Mom? I'm wearing Nazi paraphernalia now, you son of a bitch.
Right.
Do you like my tiny little tie?
That is such a cute tie.
machine. Tyler, did you end up actually playing any of the full game of Final Fantasy 16?
I'm pretty far into it. Yeah, I'm taking my time with it. It's super fun.
Yeah, what do you think about it overall?
I'm liking it. It's kind of drip feeding me some good like story, and I had a huge kaiju fight that was freaking awesome.
Where are you? Where are you at in the story?
I beat. I'm like the second crystal, I think. Like they go by like you destroy one of these crystals that's like these mother crystal things, and then
the second one. So that's like right after the like Titan fight.
Somewhere in there maybe. It's the Titan area, I think.
Yeah.
But I've been doing a lot of the side quests and bounties, the bounty board, so I don't miss anything.
I bet that's gonna be pretty rewarding.
Yeah, and yeah, it's really fun to just explore and just find all the little hidden things.
Yeah.
But I have been preoccupied with my new computer, setting it up and stuff, so.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, word.
The best part of waking up is wearing a skin suit. That's just a little song I like to sing to myself. Never mind that.
You must use a lot of lotion.
What kind of lotion do you use? Use Avena? Dove? Jergens? Oh gosh, that sure would be swell to fuck your boyfriend. She's a Nazi. She's a freaking Nazi.
Gash calls her a gash. Yikes.
Gash.
Nice.
We're married. You rode my motorcycle. That means we're married.
Nobody knew.
Angel baby. Where'd you get a sailor hat?
To me. Do you know this song was in the new Spider-Man movie, but just like reconfigured?
Nope.
Yeah. It's from look up Prudence and Patience, I think. It's like these kind of Christian looking like duet.
You mean the new Across the Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
Okay.
They
I
sampled the
haven't seen
song from Patience and Prudence, and they have a really kind of cute sound to them. This is a very cute song. I forgot this was in this movie. Her with her little cute sailor hat.
Yeah, like did she
Oh,
pilfer that from Donald Duck?
I like how didn't Steve Martin start with the ukulele in his comedy, or was it always a banjo? It might have always been a banjo.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
But he's been such a banjo prominent dude.
I live my life banjo forward.
I just have the banjo in me. That is a Donald Duck hat. I thought it was like a pillbox kind of hat at first.
Nope.
Not straight up
Really?
sailor.
Yeah, like
Sailor Man.
Like maybe Gilligan or something like that.
Yeah.
Not even Gilligan, but just.
The line.
Just a realist, I just don't want spit.
No spit.
No spit, please. You ever try this move on a lady?
What? What's happening?
The most famous kiss in all movies,
I want to get my tongue in.
She looks dead. Yeah. Lipstick. She looks like a mortician fixed her up before she went to sleep.
She looks like Mia's friend from Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh, she does. Yes.
How many takes do you think they had to do where she had to try and not laugh at him going through this breakdown of the days.
I love this kind of comedy because this is like what I connect with is like the repetition and like just going far down that rabbit hole until it gets so absurd that it's funny.
And that line where he's like, oh, I have it written down. I can show it to you.
Yeah.
I've got it all worked out. We can talk about it later in the morning when you wake up.
I know Bernadette is known for being like a Broadway singer too. So it's kind of funny that she's singing. She knows how to sing kind of awkward and weird, maybe.
Has control of her voice.
Yeah,
do things with it.
she makes it more dramatic than it needs to be.
Yeah.
I must take my trumpet. I must go.
Just like the thermos from the beginning.
Focus, camera.
No.
They had to rack for when she stepped a little bit closer.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Oh, it's all wet now, so it's gonna be kind of illegible. Why? We got to bring back tweed pants. Those look really comfy.
Every day.
Look really warm.
Yeah, they would be.
What the fuck? Found you, milk face.
Better than that.
Great run. What a stride.
Ha, got you now, sucker. Fox.
Stan Fox, we are in your debt.
You can do whatever you like.
I like money. And everybody's wearing these glasses.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking.
Why is he just getting off on this? I don't get it.
I mean,
Amount of money.
It's a lot of money to just go into a bank. Yeah.
So he decided to get that money.
Yeah, I assume for like a personal banker type like that you'd have to meet with, it's like maybe they get commission or, you know.
Oh, sure. Get it, dog.
Come along, shithead. With yon small pipe. Doesn't that feel good?
Very much. I'm melting under here.
Somebody stop me.
That's where I got the inspiration for the mask. I watched Steve Martin. I almost called him Martin Sheen. I watched Steve Martin in The Jerk.
Smoking. The guy wants to die. Whoa. Whoa.
Hello, Irving.
You miss Blondie?
You miss Blondie?
You miss
Irving.
Hell yeah.
Oh, God.
Gotta have those S shapes.
Yep.
He didn't send like a fraction of that to any like his parents, like maybe like $2 again.
Here's $4.75.
Oh.
His wife just died. That's so weird.
One must get on with life, as you know.
Cat fighting.
Also Steve Martin.
Just getting drunk holding cats.
It's like it looks like Ezra Miller.
Hey, I can do that move. Over under. Gold chains and all.
This guy in the white tie just respectfully waiting his turn.
All right.
Well, I'll let you finish what you're doing there.
got a jewel on your boob.
Yeah. Boob jewel.
Have it a boo jewel eating escargot.
Yeah, no shit. Give me the fresh stuff. For the wine. What a classy guy. Okay. You have a balloon. She drunk? Chateau Rothschild? Wow. Disco. What a weird craze. Thank you.
I'm Navin Johnson in dinner. This is no big deal. It's a parking ticket to me. Only instead of $5, it's 10 million.
I don't care about losing all the money. Losing all the stuff.
The stuff.
This is America. We're going to receive a fair trial from an impartial jury. Your Honor, we, the jury, find for the plaintiff. I award Mr. Ryan and the other 9,987,652 plaintiffs the full amount of the suit. Court is adjourned. Have you kids to see I'm drinking? May to the order of Leslie Wilbur Stark. $1.09. May to the order of Meyer Paul McGinty. $1.09. Why are you crying? And why are you wearing that old crap?
Because I just heard a song on the radio. It reminds me of the way we were.
What was it? No! Maybe you hit bottom, but I haven't hit bottom yet. I got a ways to go. But I'm gonna bounce back. And when I do, I'm gonna buy you a diamond so big, it's gonna make you puke.
I don't want to feel sorry. Oh, well. I just want you like you used to be. What happened to that man?
Me? What happened to the girl I believed in? The girl I fell in love with? The girl that believed in me? There's plenty of places I could go where people believe in me.
Well, go. Just to the end of my life, Mr. Right, and go back to being the girl with the blue flower dress that you say the story song to.
Well, I'm gonna go then. And I don't need any of this. I don't need this stuff. And I don't need you. I don't need anything except this. And I'm saying that's the only thing I need is this. All you get is this. This blue ashtray. This paddle game. The ashtray and the paddle game. That's all I need. That's it.
Ants were down.
This.
Yes. He said it.
He said the name of the movie.
It's an old story, one you probably heard before, but I never thought it would happen. Hey, any of you bums ever heard of Navin Johnson? I've heard of him. Born in Mississippi. Oh, Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
How'd you find me?
Cocoa Futures.
Service for you.
It was on band name.
Yeah, I know.
I kiss you, but I'm so dirty.
With the dog.
Yeah. Louis Armstrong.
Woof.
Woof woof.
Remember the days when I sang and danced by medley on the porch of the old house. But small addition to the family, we had to tear down the old house even though we loved it. But we built us a bigger one.
It's a huge shack now.
Yeah, they are all like,
There's a big door.
it's like
Yeah.
twice the scale, basically.
We
Yeah.
just made it, yeah.
Carl Gottlieb.
Gottlieb.
Domingo. Trinidad Silva, dude. Petty. Old man fucking getting it, dude.
Yeah, Carl Gottlieb was the screenwriter of Jaws.
Mr. Goddard. Hoppy Materian, dude. Ed Milkovich. Ron Spang. Wolves. Palmasano. Specific title. Schultz. Pinkert. Glickman.
He's so happy. Yay.
There he is.
Oh, lordy.
What a jerk.
Look at Bella Cotton. Oh, guys, Ladies Man's up next.
Okay. Bill Macy.
Pepe Cerno, dude.
Punk.
Pepe Sylvia.
Punk 1.
Brownie McGee.
Carl Gottlieb, Iron Balls McGinty. Dude.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Right?
He kicked the screenwriter of Jaws in the nuts.
Alfred Dennis. 2 first names.
Voodoo Dancer.
Big ass.
Kimberly
Rich
Cameron. Carl Reiner. Yep, that's the director. And do you guys recognize Carl Reiner from stuff? Like, he was...
Oh, yeah.
He's like in the Ocean, like the new Ocean movies and other things, but also
Rob Reiner's.
Yeah. Pater
Rainer.
Familias. There was the jerk. That's the jerk, guys. Do you like the jerk, Wilson?
It was a good jerk.
Good jerk.
Not herky, but yeah, jerky.
Towards the end, they got a little herky jerky with the "Pick a Bale of Cotton" song.
Well, it was. I'm kind of glad that they brought that back from the begining too. It was nice to return to such a happy family time.
Right. It's the best, most supportive family.
Yeah, aren't they? I just that's what I remember about this movie is like they're just so happy that he at least he connects with them throughout the movie as like telling the story, but also like
I put your sandwich in cellophane just like the way you like it.
Oh,
and then you find out the dad was a secret genius the whole time. Just like, yeah, just put it in Cocoa Futures. I love it.
I think I mean I knew that this was like a Steve Martin antics kind of movie. Like he does wacky, zany stuff, and from the title, I always assumed that there was some facet of the movie where like everybody he's so unlikable. That's why he's a jerk.
Right.
But
he's not.
Yeah, it's nice that he's not, because I was really preparing for everybody to just be like ragging on him the whole time for his character to genuinely be like just dislikable.
Yeah.
Sweet boy. He's a sweet Navin.
He's a sweet boy. Naive Navin. What I like about this movie too is there's so many just like bits and like gags and like kind of like some like things you would imagine to see in like a cartoon. Like the way they run is very cartoony. A bunch of actions that are like when the car pulls off the part of the church. I was just like, this just feels like I'm watching Looney Tunes.
Yeah, it is. They don't make comedies like this. And this comedy, would you say this movie still holds up?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Good. I agree too. Because it's very just of its time, but also the jokes are the bits, and the bits still hold up.
And most of it isn't hinged on what time it's in. You know what I mean? Like there's a couple things, just general technology stuff that's gonna change no matter what. But like that's a small thing. That's just a background thing. Yeah,
I don't know if
otherwise,
you guys
everything, all like the story itself and the dialogue and everything is not. It's not too of its time, right?
Sure. There was a movie that came out recently that was called like I forget. It's basically Being There, with Charlie Day.
Oh yeah,
from Always Sunny, and
he wrote. I think he wrote it and directed it.
Yeah. But it's very much like The Jerk almost, but like he plays a character that was from like a mental. He got checked into a mental facility, and
Was
then,
he also born a poor black child?
No, but he just is mute, so that's his thing.
Yeah.
So he even equates it to like something like being there, and there's a similar chain of reaction thing that happens in Being There and this and that movie. I think it's
Fool's
called
Paradise. That's what it's called.
Yeah, Fool's Paradise. And it's just a cameo movie, I would say. So this was just like Steve Martin driven, right? There's not a whole lot of cameos. There's a lot of supporting people that helped Navin throughout his journey, but that movie hinged on cameos.
Yeah.
Which left it just dead and like void of anything that was of substance that you like care about this character or anything.
Yeah.
I kept expecting there to be other celebrity or comedian cameos in this, but I don't think I really noticed anybody.
The only comedian cameo was when fucking Steve Martin cameoed as the cat juggler.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look up Fool's Paradise cast, you'll just see plethora of just...
He worked on it for like a really long time, I think.
Yeah, but it doesn't... I watched it, and it doesn't land, and none of those bits or things that are of substance will stand the test of time, like something like this, because it's all revolving on Steve Martin's character of Navin being a naive, bumbling idiot that just like doesn't know how to interact with people and is just a sweetheart.
Very much just is still a child. Much.
Yeah. And I think that's the benefit of like that's part of the movie that you connect with the most is like, I like this guy. I just want him to succeed and do better because you know of his past, and
at the very least it's enjoyable enough watching his antics that you don't want to see him fail. Like it's not necessarily that you want to see him succeed because we don't know like what his goals are. We don't know like really what he's out here for other than to live life. So you just want to see him not like have to end his antics. You want to see him keep going and keep doing stuff.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah, the only other actors of name, I guess, that are in this is like Bernadette Peters and then Carl Reiner himself. You know?
Yeah. And she played a really great supporting character too. She was as naive or like a little bit smart with her decision making, but also didn't want to be around Navin when he got too crazy.
Yeah, because I mean, like part of it is like she can't be too smart because it has to be believable to a degree that her and him would get together, right?
Yeah.
So like, can't have her be too smart. Then it gets a little weird. It's like,
she starts out like fairly normal and like a fully fleshed out kind of person, but it's like people when they spend more and more time around him, they become more and more like Looney Tunes themselves.
Yeah, they become cartoon characters.
When you pointed out the sped up footage, I was like, yeah, this doesn't feel out of place at all because everything has felt so like over the top in that way of the. It feels like you should be watching Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's blurring the lines between reality and cartoon.
That's a great little trivia bit. Stanley Kubrick was a big admirer of this film. He would often recite lines from the film to cast and crew on his films, and he once invited Steve Martin over so they could play chess.
Nice.
Well, that's great because there was a lot of nods to Thus Spoke Zarathustra, and the throwing of the glasses at him was like the throwing of the bone in the beginning of 2001.
Yep.
I think 2001 was a big like monumental movie that people were like, oh, this is like the Matrix. We got to do like the circle round camera trick in all of the movies going forward because it was such a big thing.
Yep. It was a movie that became emulated.
Yeah.
The same way like Citizen Kane was and stuff.
Yep, like everybody has to say Rosebud or do some kind of wink and a nod to that cultural.
Well, include Just include all those types of shots and all the, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Show me.
Yeah, I don't know if like at the time this movie was regarded as like a great achievement in cinema or like a great comedy,
Right.
but it's lasted long enough to be like I can relate to this guy. I like his demeanor. I like his, you know, naivete and just personality. It exudes
Right.
his personality and Steve Martin's humor, I guess, a lot, and that's great because he's a very unique humor kind of guy. And if you connect with his humor, you can laugh a lot of like at it, but like if you just don't understand it, you'll just be like scratching your head like I don't get how this is funny. This is kind of just stupid.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is it's no, there's no high concept. It's just straightforward dumb humor.
Mm-hmm. But it's also,
you know?
it's also, I mean, I've listened to, you know, Tim Heidecker, and he's talked about like back in the day when you talk about these movies that were like regarded as great comedies. You look at Stripes, right? You look at these Caddyshack and like Police Academy. You know, it's like it's about assholes, right? Like the character Chevy Chase plays in Caddyshack, he is just a big asshole, but he's being a snarky asshole, and that's funny because there's bigger assholes in there, but it's the prevalent like understanding that all these people are assholes in these movies, but you care about the lesser assholes in it. And I guess Danny's not an asshole in Caddyshack, but you know, Rodney Dangerfield and Chevy Chase's character play kind of jerks. And then in Police Academy, there's a bunch of jerks in it. But he's not a jerk. Like he's not an asshole. He's just very naive. And Tim Heidecker talks about equating that to like his style of comedy, where it's like, if you get it, it's longer lasting and it sticks with you more. And like if you, it might not be as highbrow comedy, but like it might be subtle genius level comedy if you like really study comedy maybe, or understand that it's harder to do this kind of comedy, or to like have that connect with a broad audience maybe.
There's so many of those like actor vehicle movies, and it's a lot of people who aren't like actors first. They're like comedians or musicians or whatever they may be. And then they get that film, and even when you're watching it or just seeing a trailer for it, there's like no real push for it. Even the plot, there's no real like, yeah, stuff happens, but it's you can tell that it's just a thing for this personality to have a theatrical release,
right?
And it seems so pointless, or very very infrequently it's like actually tuned towards that person and their humor.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, very much. And that's Carl Reiner and Steve both wrote this, and it never
feels like this is like wasting time, or you're just sitting there like waiting for like the moment when the comedian does their typical comedy bit, and then the rest of the movie's just like filler around it.
Yep. It's like, oh, I came here to see him put the arrow through his head and play the banjo, right? Like there was some moments like the scene where they both started playing the ukulele and singing by the sea. It's like a genuine moment about two people in love and stuff. So it's like you can connect with the character like that. And so it's not really his forte to like make a really pretty song in his comedy, but he knew like maybe that the movie needed this little moment to understand that these two characters, you care about the relationship. So when they inevitably break up, it's more devastating because he's like, I don't need you. I just need all this other shit.
But, and
right.
then the like modern.
It's a little kid reaction.
But he like, that's the thing. He was trying to find things to fill that void that she left in him.
Yeah.
He's like, just
immediately.
Yeah, I just need something. And it's just, I need this. And I need this now.
I feel like the kinds of movies and that we get these days are ones that, and I don't even think this movie exists, but I feel like maybe does or it would, where you get like a Kevin Hart movie, and the movie, it's a Christmas movie. It's about him, like he's in New York and he's got to fly home to LA to be with his family at Christmas, or else he's gonna make his wife really mad because he promised he'd be home. And the whole thing is him just getting into shenanigans and antics, like, you know, babies puking on him at airports and him having little Kevin Hart freakouts. And that's the whole movie. And it's like, I guess if you're just a fan of Kevin Hart being Kevin Hart, it's all well and good. But for some people who aren't necessarily fans of his, they don't want to just tune in and watch that.
Yeah, and that's I think what a lot of comedians nowadays will fall into that trap, like Bert Kreischer's movie The Machine, where it's like he's told that story a million times in his stand-up routine that he's like, oh, now it's a movie, and now I can elaborate and make it, I mean, more exaggerated, I guess.
Yeah, because it goes into like the present, and the Russian mafia come back for him, and that's
it's not truthful, like really. It's like
no, it's like an expansion pack. Yeah, it's a fictional expansion pack onto the OG machine.
Yeah. So I don't know if that, like, I don't know how well that did, or I never saw it. I might go and watch it.
I mean, it was coming out around Spider-Verse and fucking all that shit. So,
but yeah, I don't know if he's had a writing credit on it, because it does play into the future of where he is now in life, you know. So I don't think it does. It would fit. Yeah. But that's what I think you were getting at, Wilson, is like stand-up routines that people know. Like Kevin Hart has a lot to say. Like he has a lot of opinions, and he does it in a funny way. You can't really translate opinions and joking about like stories into a physical comedy movie. Mm-hmm. If you're just basing movies on, like, I like Kevin Hart's personality, and you know, I love Kevin Hart in the Scary Movie franchise, when he, you know, in Scary Movie 3, and like that was like
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Kevin Hart. I just mean the movie itself is like,
but if you frame a movie around his style of comedy, it would be very hard to do that, because he's very just situational comedy and opinions on certain topics and just stories of his life in a funny way. Steve Martin was very animated and like wacky, and
I think part of it too is Steve Martin's actually playing a character, where like a lot of those dudes, a lot of the comedians that are doing movies or stuff like that, is just them being them. Like they're just playing themselves, a version of themselves. Whereas this is actually like a character.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's like Kevin Hart needs to be given like, hey, be you and loud, but hey, your character is dumb. Like that's basically what Steve Martin was given.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
But yeah, that's why I just think we're getting at, it's going to be hard to make a movie like this in today's realm and understanding of like what comedy is. It's hard to make a comedy.
There's so much attached to more nowadays to like personality. Like, so when with social media and everything, you see so much more of people. So then like, it's almost like a thing. Then when they're in a movie, you're expecting that version of that person too. Like, you're just like, I don't know. It's people are caring less now about probably someone's ability to play a character and just wanting to see what they watch on their phone on TV screen or on a movie screen, you know?
Yeah. Also, not to go back into modern comedians coming up with things, but Bill Burr is writing or wrote a movie, and he's producing something. I don't know if he's probably not directing it, but he's writing a movie called Old Dads, and it's basically him, like, because he is an old dad now, like in the past like 5 years, you know, he's
his daddy daycare.
He's doing he's kind of doing just like a what's it like now, from his life,
old man version of daddy daycare. From
his perspective, like now he's an old dad, so like he's writing situational comedies about being an old dad and how to raise a kid and things like that. So I'm looking forward to that, because it's
kid while you're old.
He has opinions on a lot of stuff that are funny and kind
He
of
is, yeah.
poignant, but I
He's
want
the
to
opinion master.
him
He's-
to do the kid angle and make it like a straight up comedy.
Well, he's been
Right.
doing that animated show on Netflix for a while. The F
Yep.
is Family, so he's
Yeah,
Which is semi biographical, I think,
Mhm.
or just at least based on his family.
He's basically playing his dad, yeah, because he would tell stories on like Conan about his dad being just a dad that would have no nonsense in the family. Like if his brother said, "I hate you, mommy," the dad would grab his food and throw it across the room, and just be that
Yeah.
mean typical
Yeah.
70s dad. That's like, what'd you say? What'd you say, boy?
It's high octane, like fucking Boston dad.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I've seen F is for Family, and it's good stuff, and I'm just wanting it to be more now. He was basing that on his dad. Now he's the dad in this movie scenario, so it's gonna be more about him and understanding things. So I'm hoping that'll be good, not like The Machine where it's like, hey, remember the Machine story? Here's what happened after it. It's like nobody cares. Nobody cares about that, really.
Mark Hamill plays the daddy.
I care about that. That's great. Mark Hamill's a good dude.
Yeah, they yeah. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say again. Woo.
It was a good pick, Bracho. I'll say that. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed revisiting this movie.
Yeah, me too. I haven't seen it for a long time. It's part of the fun of this too. Is I'll pick a movie I know, but one like a lot of times where it's one I haven't seen in a very long time either, so I get to rewatch it again. Sometimes for like the first rewatch, which is fun. Be like, oh yeah.
I forget. Was it mine next, or is it yours, Tyler?
It's yours next.
It's yours, Wilson. I did the being there, and that yeah. So
Yep.
That's another thing. Like there's
I
a lot of
about Jerk Boy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think I already know what I'm going to pick, just based on like A, this movie, obviously, but then B, what kind of conversation we've had after the fact.
Oh, nice.
Is it a comedy or is it not?
Well, that will ruin the aspect of it being a mystery, won't it? If I tell you information about it now.
Yeah. I just want to know if it's like maintaining because even though being there is a more kind of artful movie, it still had the humor element, and then this is a comedy, and I'm like, I wonder if it's going to go comedy again, or if it's going to go in a different direction. I'm just interested.
You'll have to see.
Yeah, we didn't talk about how maybe Navin was a god, so that's good.
Yeah, you had a very.
There's nothing in here to make you think that Navin was a god.
Yeah, there was zero in this that made me think he had any significance.
It's like, oh,
Truly
that's why I
upwards.
said there's miracles that happen, and primarily when he was getting shot at. He was like, oh my god, he's just not getting killed. That's the miracle.
These cans are defective.
They hates these cans.
I gotta get away from the cans.
It's that even that's just a little bit right there. It's just stuff full of bits, and I love bits.
You miss Blondie? Yeah.
You miss Blondie, yeah.
You miss Blondie. Oh, look at the dude. Oh, look at Rob with the mustache in the background. Yeah, this was
Again,
I like this.
Good. Yeah, it's what other like comedies has Steve Martin like driven by himself that are like on this level, you know?
Father of the Bride, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was more like a sentimental like comment. I see that more of like a family movie. It's not like as
No, it's absolutely a comedy. Like when you've got the scenes of Martin Short.
That's very
and
outlandish
Benedict Wong
and weird.
Playing the
dream team,
wedding
dude.
planners, and him freaking out over the hot dogs versus hot dog buns, and
yeah, but that's also not driven solely by Steve Martin though. That's having a rando come in and be quirky and weird.
Well, then, yeah, I mean, but stuff about him freaking out about hot dogs and hot dog buns, and like him trying to deal with the trained dogs and stuff.
That's true. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other Steve Martin things that are
Yeah, because a lot of ones he's not just
like Three Amigos. He's with a trio. You know, he's with the Martin boy and Chevy.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. He's with John Candy.
Yeah, and that's also like it's funny antics, but then it ends up being like a very soul crushing kind of movie. It's like, oh, I feel bad for John Candy.
But like, Father of the Bride might be that next one where I guess there's an ensemble, but he's still the driving force, right?
Yeah, he's the father.
It's not the Muppet movie.
No.
He just plays the waiter with the little short shorts.
The shorty short shorts.
Them shorty shorts.
Shorty
I
short.
want to see how old he actually was, because like his gray hair always makes things like confusing.
Toot 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 toot.
We clicked that at virtually the same time.
Proud.
Make it out of power.
Make your daddy proud.
Make your daddy proud. Proud.
I don't know if you guys heard that one since the last time, but I added that one. Make your daddy proud. Proud. All right.
Trying to figure out. Wait.
That's amazing.
I'm excited to hear what Wilson has chosen for the next movie, and I hope you enjoyed this.
There's a perfect. Oh my gosh! Right here in this image, right here, there's a perfect clue as to what the movie will be. But it's cryptic.
Dude, he is.
Can you guess it right there? If there's the clue you were asking for, it's right in front of you.
It's Scarface. He was 34 years old when he made this movie.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Yeah. So I said that going gray early fucks up like my ability to guesstimate how old he is.
It's very true. Yeah.
So he was, our age-ish.
Yeah. But yeah,
Crazy.
I'm excited to continue our connecting threads. This has been fun, and hope everybody has enjoyed. And if you haven't seen The Jerk, go see The Jerk. It's on Amazon right now.
Yes.
Go watch The Jerk.
I love having like the movie I want to do in my pocket,
Mm-hmm.
and then the reveal of it and then watching it. But then I also like the suspense of waiting to see what the next movie is going to be.
Yeah, that's fun too.
It's great. That's why I was like with Wilson, I was asking him questions because I want to know, dude. I want to know.
But then it's an awesome surprise because you're like, oh man,
it is
sick.
It is.
Show me that smile again.
You're gonna. Gosh, I'm honestly betting on the side of you having not seen this movie, Eric.
It is possible.
I don't even know.
I've seen a lot of movies, but I've also not seen a lot of movies.
You could have because of when it came out, just sheerly like due to that fact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Tyler, I also don't know if this is one that you are likely to have seen.
Yeah, I don't like movies.
What are you talking about?
Movies are dumb. Okay. But that's all we got for tonight. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for Wilson's pick. Bye.
My name's Tyler. I don't like movies.
Monk, turn that movie off. I thought we were reading books.
Oh, wait. Isn't that movie about a big fat person?
Is that some sort of big fat film?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Is that a big fat person?
I'm not going to watch Tenet. I heard it was really long and you couldn't hear a lot of the dialogue.
Let me tell you, though, I'm going to go see Oppenheimer.